Hello Year 4, it's Friday the 12th of June and this is your last English lesson for this week. Of course we have been writing letters this week. You've been writing to first of all you wrote to a friend or somebody you knew or a relative, and an informal letter, and then more recently you've been writing a formal letter. And so today we're focusing on editing and improving our letters, and I will start by saying the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that I think I've actually managed to make a mistake in every letter that I've shared with you this week. My letter on Monday, I've spotted a couple of grammatical errors. I had some extra words in there. And then yesterday's letters, as I read them, I spotted some mistakes. I'm sure you noticed. I did apologise at the time, but it just goes to show that actually everybody makes mistakes. And often when you read your letter, you read what you think you have written. Okay, so it's a really good idea to read your letter out loud. Okay, so that is what I would like you to do first of all this morning. Read what you wrote yesterday, read it out loud, and ideally to somebody else so they can help you to spot anything that doesn't quite make sense. Okay, maybe pause the video and do that now. Okay, and then hopefully already maybe you've got a bit of corrections in your work. I'm just going to very quickly take you through a couple of ways of improving your letter. Okay, so first of all, you might have spotted that you've actually made a mistake, an actual error. Okay, so for example, on the formal letters that we looked at on Tuesday, I think it was, we actually said, or the example that we looked at had the date on the right hand side. Okay, so that needs to change in my letter. Okay, so I've just indicated that on my sheet with an arrow. Okay, and my intention is to write this up neatly, and when I do that I'll understand what that means. Okay, another way of improving your work might be to change some words. Okay, so for example, I've started this letter with, I am writing to tell you that I am upset at the suggestion that we should go to school throughout the summer holidays. I mean, that's okay. That is all right, but it could be better. My thought was that I could change it to I am writing to inform you. So instead of tell, I would change that to inform. And then I am writing to inform you that I am outraged at the suggestion. Okay, so just using stronger and more formal language. Okay, so you might want to look at kind of upscaling some of your language. Think about improving that language. Another thing you might be able to do is to add in some words or some phrases. Here I've given myself a little arrow because actually it seems like the perfect place to have a fronted adverbial. Okay. I was thinking that I could start that sentence with, in these circumstances, I feel it would be unfair. So I've added the fronted adverbial in these circumstances. Okay. And then I could even add another word here. In these circumstances, I feel it would be grossly unfair. Okay. And another way you might need to look at improving your letter. Oh, I've given myself another arrow here because I think probably could get another fronted adverbial in there. As you can imagine, the last few months have been incredibly hard for us children. Yeah, another fronted adverbial. And I've also spotted here, look, it's a grammatical error. I've actually written, the last few months have been incredible hard for us. It should be incredibly hard for us. So there's various ways you can improve your work. Spot the errors, the actual mistakes that are there. Think about upscaling some of the words and the vocabulary, and then see if you can add in any extra words or phrases to make it even better. Okay, so your task today is to go through your sheet just like this, go through the work that you wrote yesterday and improve it, and then to rewrite it neatly, ready as though you're going to send it to the Prime Minister. Okay. And very finally, don't forget there's those spellings which you might want to practice again, or even better, ask somebody in your family to give you a mini spelling test. That would be fantastic. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the English for this week, and I look forward to teaching you again next week.